All right, guys, you're welcome to another trusted trade review, and we are going to be doing this together. I'm your host, Precious David, and I'm not here alone. I'm here with EBC representatives, also, financial consultants and account managers. They are already in the house, and they are going to be also helping me out and also answering some questions. And you can always reach out to them. They're already your account manager. If you don't know who your account manager is, you can just ask in the platform where you got this link to join, or if you're joining from Telegram, where I dropped the link on Telegram, you can just chat. There's a comment section there. You can just comment. I don't know who my account manager is, and somebody's going to be getting across to you. Somebody's going to be replying your comments and telling you what to do or the steps to take to actually get your own account manager. I just want to quickly say this, guys. Copy trading is still doing wonders. All right. Copy trading is still doing wonders. Somebody still paid me tithes. Not me anyway. I have a friend who's on the platform currently, and she's doing very well. She's doing very well. She's doing very well. So, guys, copy trading is still doing very well. Even though the market has been very volatile, and anybody you're copying, you need to be very careful, and you need to set your risk management properly. I want to actually put it out there that copy trading is still doing very, very well. I knew of somebody that made about $50 on Friday from copy trading. All right, on a very small, the capital was not that much. Okay, but $50 was really good. All right, and hopefully this week also we're going to be getting some very good entries, some very, very good entries. All right. Now let's start with the event we had last week. The event we had last week. Now this event was very good. We had the training event for Thursday and Friday, and the events were very amazing. I want to thank everybody and all account managers who also participated in that event. Chisom, Faith, Victoria, Ada, everybody who was present for that event. I want to say very big kudos to all of you, all representatives of EBC, who we are also doing this together. I also want to mention that the recording for those events, in case you missed those recordings, all right. In case you missed those recordings on Thursday and Friday, I have sent those recordings to all account managers, so you can reach out to your account manager to get those recordings. They are very, very important recordings. All right. Let me just quickly share from on Friday, though it's not much, right? So what I did was that for that event, I actually separated about $100 for the event, just to show you. And we don't do demo trading here. I always try my possible best to make sure that we are getting the best of the best, right? The best of the best. So just to show you how much we were able to make last week. So this account was actually $100. And then as on Friday, it was 132, if I'm not mistaken, about, let's see. Let's go to, let's custom, what was Friday? Let's just say Thursday to Friday. So Thursday, okay, so Thursday down to today is fine. So we can see. So the Euro-USD trade went into profit, but I didn't close it on time. Almost got to the take profit point, I then pushed back up. But the gold we took, the sell we took on Friday gave me about $11.18. So far, so good. I have done about 30, Thursday to Friday, I did about $30 on this account. That's about 30% profits. It's not bad. It's not bad, trust me. Currently now the profit is at $46, combined with others. I did some play trading, right? It was not too serious, but maybe I think Tuesday, Wednesday, I did some few tradings on gold and I think USD/JPY. But for Thursday and Friday, for that particular event, we had $30 in profits. This is not a demo account. This is actually a real account. And my target for this account is to take it from this today. My target today is to make it $160 or $180. And I'm also going to be sharing feedback on that probably by Wednesday. So, guys, last week was really great, and I'm hoping that we're going to be having more for this week. More for this week. Now we're going to be going into why we're here. But before I go into why we're here, please wait till the end. I discovered that a lot of us don't understand the power of the copy trading that is on the platform. I beg you to wait till the end. I'm going to be having very soon, I think next month, I'm going to be having a powerful section. I'm still planning it. We're going to be planning it together, and we're going to be having a meeting with all account managers. I want us to have a powerful section on copy trading. A powerful section on copy trading. Like I said, a lot of us are sleeping on copy trading. I want us to have a powerful section on it, and hopefully by next week by next month rather, we're going to be doing that so that everybody can know how to go about it. But for this section today, I'm going to be showing you how to go about it. So just stay to the end of the program, to get that information. Is very, very important. Just stay to the end of the program to get that information. But for now, let's focus on why we're here and see how we can take advantage of what gold is doing. So ladies and gentlemen, gold has just broken an all-time high of $5,000 per ounce. It has never happened in the history of price. It has never happened. Last year, according to, I think Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan, I can't remember either of the two, there was a prediction that was made that before the end of 2026, there's a high possibility that gold was going to be getting to 4,900. That was the highest point they were seeing gold for the whole of 2026. But guys, this is still January. Today is just 26th of January 2026. 26 days into the year, gold has smashed 5,000 already. Gold got to as high as 5,112. 5,000, almost 5,000, I think 5,111 or so. Gold got to as high as 5,100, and let's confirm that. This was the highest high. Yeah, 110. All right. And right now it's consolidating around these two fib levels, 61.8 and 38.2. Just looking at this high and this low. And I'm expecting a sell. I'm still expecting a sell for gold. Today, I'm still expecting a sell. And where I'm expecting the sell from is either from the 61.8, which is already happening, but I'm still expecting price to push a little bit to the 78.6, and we're going to be looking at how we can take advantage of that in this section. But very quickly, let's look at other instruments like USD JPY, Euro USD. We're also going to be looking at Euro JPY. All right, those are the three instruments I want to look at this morning: USD JPY, Euro USD, Euro JPY. And then I'm going to be taking one or two requests if we still have time to look at other instruments. If we don't have time, we're going to look at those instruments based on your request on Wednesday. All right. Very quickly, let's start with Euro USD. Euro USD is looking very, very good. If you look at the daily time frame I just left right now, you discover that on the daily time frame we're having a double top, right? A double top means that price has gotten to a major resistance level or a verified resistance level or an unbroken resistance level. This has been since September last year. The last time price got here was September, and we can see that there was a gap up, which price is trying to cover right now. So if you go to the 1 hour time frame very quickly, you discover that this is where we are on the 1 hour time frame. We are already almost covering the gap. Let's quickly confirm that. Yeah, we've almost covered that gap. So price actually opened here this morning, went up and then dropped massively. So we're already almost covering that gap on the 1 hour time frame. My preference for Euro USD is a sell. Just like on gold, I'm expecting a sell, just like on gold. But where are we supposed to enter this sell from? Well, currently right now, you can enter a sell on Euro USD, guys. So let's quickly take a sell. I'm going to be doing this together with you. 0.01 is fine. Our stop loss for this trade, we're going to be looking just around here. All right, guys. Sell Euro USD, guys. Sell Euro USD. Sell Euro USD right now. Right now. Euro USD. 0.01. I've sold. I'm locked in. Our stop loss for this trade is going to be, so modify your trade very quickly. Our stop loss is going to be at 1.18563. 1.18563. Okay. Take profit for this trade. Though we should not take our profits here, but this has to be our take profit one. The reason is because so what you need to do is please pay attention to this point. If price covers this gap, there's every tendency that there might be some level of consolidation. Now, this is a 1:1 trade, which is good, but there might be some level of consolidation around here before price finally breaks it. So what you want to do is if price gets here and breaks these points, fine, you can modify your stop loss from here into where you entered. But if price does not break it and begins to go down, if price get to this point and then gives you a reversal pattern on the 5 minutes time frame or the 1 minute time frame, you can just close the trade in profit and get out of it. But if you don't have time to do all these things, please, I beg you, do a take profits and just leave it there so that it just takes you out in profits, okay? So I've modified my trade and we're waiting for that trade on Euro USD. So very quickly, let's go to USD JPY. USD JPY did some very, I don't know what to call it. This was last week and we can see what price did. This was massive, really massive, really, really, really massive. This was because of the, there was a news that came out. I think that was, I can't remember, Wednesday or Thursday. There was a major news that came out. I think it was Wednesday. There was a major news that came out for USD JPY, and it was on JPY actually. It was from the statistics, the Bureau of Statistics of the Bank of Japan, and it was massive. It was massive. Oh, somebody's asking me for Euro USD TP. Euro USD TP is at 1.18304. TP is at 1.18304. Pulenga, I hope you got that. 1.18304. So here's JPY, guys. Let's quickly look at it. On the daily time frame, what's price doing? On the daily time frame, currently, we are also seeing this massive break of structure. So let's quickly mark that out. So price on the daily time frame has just broken this massive point. This was a massive break, guys. Massive break. Because this is currency, if this was gold, I would have said, okay, price might continue to the downside. Price gets to probably a major support level around here. But because this is currencies, I know that there is a high possibility that price is going to reverse back to the upside. So we might be trading the reversal here in this case for USD JPY though. Let's see what that looks like. Can I take this out? Yeah. Let me just push this up. All right, so this is massive for USD JPY. And we're already seeing that consolidation happening around here. I'm expecting price to actually push up. Yeah, I'm expecting price to push up on USD JPY. The reason I'm expecting price to push up is because, like I explained, the point where price broke. So this is the point. This is on the daily time frame. This is the point where price broke. I'm expecting price to actually go back to retest this point if at all price is going to be going down today. If you look at it from the 4-hour time frame, you discover that though there's been a retest, if you look at this properly on the 4-hour time frame, guys, there's been a retest though. So let me show you what I mean. So price broke this point and then went back to this point to retest it. On the 4-hour time frame, like I said on Friday, if this ends up as a bearish inverted hammer or a bearish pin bar, the next candle could actually push to the downside. The next candle could actually be a bearish, candle pushing all the way down to 152.755. This was a massive drop. Now that's on one hand. On the other hand, this is a bubble in the market because this is not a normal movement. This is not a higher high, higher low, whatever. This is a massive drop. This is a rocket drop down, right? So this is a bubble, which means the bubble is bound to be corrected. This movement is bound to see some level of correction. So it's a very dicey situation. You want to be very careful with your trades on USD JPY. You cannot just jump in or jump out. You want to wait for price to actually break structure. So for me, guys, what I want us to pay attention to for USD JPY is just this major structural points. So if I go to the 5 minutes time frame, I can see this clearly. consolidating, clearly consolidating, clearly consolidating. You see it, clearly consolidating. So a break above 154,437 tells me clearly that price is about to push up. But most likely than not, what I think is going to happen is a break below 153.884. When that happens, you can take your sell and your stop loss just within the box, anywhere inside this box. So what you can do right now is to take a screenshot of this, but I'm also going to be helping you to drop the USD JPY. I'm also going to be helping you to drop those two major key levels. USJPY key levels, right? Buy above 154.437, with your target for the buy is going to be around 155.198. So with TP at 155 points, let's take that again, 198, I think, 198. Sell below 153.884 with TP. I don't know. Our TP for this should be opened. TP should be opened for the sell. Then your stop loss for the trade, your SL for this trade should be within the box. So let's say you can go with 154.129. 154.129. So this is what I think. This is my analysis for USD JPY. Let's wait for a proper breakout for us to know what price wants to do. A proper breakout will tell us what price wants to do. Euro USD, for those of you that entered early enough, it's going into profit and still trying to retest that particular point again. So we still keep holding and waiting. Let's quickly look at Euro JPY. The market for now, anything that has Japanese yen is moving in one direction. Anything that has dollar is also moving in one direction. If you look at Euro JPY also, we've been seeing this massive push to the upside for months. Since last year, this higher high was formed around March last year. So this is like almost 1 year movement to the upside right now, guys. And we are seeing this massive break of structure. What's happened here is very, very massive. Look at it, for example, we had this higher high, and then we saw. So if you plot this around a MACD, a moving average convergence divergence, you discover that this was a divergent move, which means price was looking as if it was going up, but on the divergent curve, it was actually showing that price was going to be dropping down. I don't have time to actually look at that. Probably we're going to be having a major lecture on that for next month for one of our advanced classes. But let's quickly look at what we can do about this morning. So clearly, price has broken this particular support, right? So you can see that this was not a new low. This was just in the same point where price was. Price has broken that low right now. And price is, looking at coming towards this particular level right now. It's almost there already, safe, right? But we know that there's another weak support which my indicator is picking up around this point. And the point that was broken was actually here, right? This was where price broke off. But this is a daily time frame. So remember, the daily time frame has not fully, it's not fully formed. But on the 4-hour time frame, also on the 4-hour time frame too, it's not really fully formed. This is the 4-hour candle that is still trying to break this point. Price could actually reject, but I know that that's, even though it's possible, it's most unlikely. On the 1-hour time frame, we can also see what price is doing on the 1-hour time frame here on Euro JPY, and this is looking very good. This is looking very good for a sell trade because we're already seeing this candle break, but I didn't like how this candle closed, this particular one, this previous candle. It closed more like a bullish pin bar. We see this massive rejection from this point to the upside, and you can see the way this candle is actually struggling around that point now. So if I go to the 15 minutes time frame, I want to really see what's going on there. On the 15 minutes time frame, there's looking as if there's going to be a retest of that zone again. It's looking as if there's going to be a retest of 182.709 again. And I think it's a good time for us to take a sell Our stop loss is going to just be around here. Our take profit for this trade is going to be at 181.508. All right. Take profit is going to be at 181.508. So guys, for Euro JPY, we are going to be going for a sell, but I want us to use what is called a sell limit. So Euro JPY, the preference is a sell preference, but we're going to be using a sell limit. Our entry price for the sell limit is at 182.709. Our take profit is going to be at 181.508. Our SL for this trade is going to be at 183.074. All right, so lastly, let's look at gold. Let's see if gold has gotten to where I want it to get to. Yeah, so gold has not gotten there yet, but we can do a sell limit at that point. We can do a sell limit at that point. The problem about sell limit is gold is very volatile. So yes, I would not really want us to do it. We are going to be doing a sell limit, but it's going to be a psychological sell limit. It's not going to be an order where you actually take the trade. The reason is because for us to actually do a proper sell limit, we need to stop loss above this 100% level, fib level, which is a little bit massive. Let's assume that we are taking our trade at 78.6. It means we are going to be risking about, it's not bad though. It's just about 100 pips thereabout, which is like $10 on a 0.01 trade. It's not really bad. It's not really bad, guys. It's not really bad. So what we can do is for gold, guys, gold, take notes. I want us to sell gold, but not now. I want to see price actually pushing into the 78.6 region. So if you don't have the time to wait to see this happening live, I repeat, if you don't have the time to wait to actually see this happening live, you can, that is, if you have enough capital in your account. What is enough capital? My definition of enough capital on a 0.01 trade on euro and on gold is 300 to 400 and above. All right, $300, $400 and above. All right, if you have $100, it means you're risking more than you should be risking. You should be able to fund your account more. Now, take notes. For gold, my preference is a sell. And I want us to sell from, our entry price is 5. So sell from 5103.31. Our TP, I'm going to give you a TP. Let's do the SL first. Our SL is 5111.31. 5111.31. That is take note, this is almost 80 pips in a 80 pips risk. We're taking almost 80 pips risk. That's about, if you're 0.01, that's about $8 to $9 thereabout. So take note of the risk, know what you're risking. That's what we're risking on this trade. Our TP for this trade, however, is going to be, so if price gets to this point, I'm expecting price to push back down to this 30, either this 50 region or this 38.2. Let's go with the 50 period, this 50 as our first take profits. Price breaks this point, and then we'll go with 38.2. Actually, we should go with the 61.8 as our first take profit. That's as 55 pips. And then this 50, and then this, right? So our first take profit point, guys, is going to be at 5097.02. 5097.02. All right. Then if price breaks that point, we should be looking at 5092.85. So TP1 is going to be at 5097.02. Let me confirm that again. Yeah. So you can do what is called a break, you want to open up the price, you want to open up your take profit, and then break even as price begins to drop, it's fine. If you don't have the time to actually look at this trade or wait for it to get to this, 5103.31, please do a sell limit rather. So when price gets there, it can trigger your trade and then push from that point. All right. So that is for gold. However, if gold does not get to that particular point and then breaks this low here, if price breaks this low, you can actually look at taking your trade at a retest level. So if price breaks this low of 5090.8 and 0.56, in case price doesn't get here, so we don't lose out, we can enter the trade at a break of this structure, and then you're targeting this next high here. All right, which was formerly a high, but now is a support. You can target this point as 5082.31. If price breaks, takes out this low without getting to this particular point. All right. Okay. So that is for gold. That is for gold. Euro USD. We're currently still in a drawdown. Price is still retesting that particular zone here. Our stop loss actually is very tight. It's been that much. Just about $1 thereabout. So we're still going to be holding this trade. And let's see what price wants to do around that region right now. This is a consolidation. This could be a false breakout. This could be a retest of this particular zone. Whatever it is, that's why our stop loss is above that zone at 1.18563. We're going to be looking at what price wants to do at that particular point. Eventually, I know that most likely than not, there should be a push to this downside, at least up to 1.18304. But if that doesn't happen, our stop loss is at 1.8563. And then we're going to see what price wants to do from that particular point. Now, guys, this is 9:32 by my time, and I promised us that I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to be looking majorly at the copy platform and how you can take advantage of it. So let's quickly look at it together. Let me just log in. Though I've done this video before, but I just want to do this one live again. For those of you that have been, you've been trying to trade yourself, and whether you're trading yourself, whether you're using whatever software you're using, doesn't matter. Let's quickly look at some of the things you can actually do on the copy platform. Now, on the copy platform, there are over 1,000 people, 1,000 traders who have traded or currently trading, whatever the case may be. But for me, what I look at, let me just give you a very simple cheat code that you can actually begin to use yourself. What I look at is this drawdown, max drawdown. All right. So if I need to copy anybody, I want to check their max drawdown. The max drawdown for me should not be more than 30%. So no matter how profitable you are, no matter how many percent you have made in recent time, if your max drawdown is more than that, I'm not going to be copying you. So to filter this out, I just quickly come here to max drawdown, and then I can see this. All right, so you can see these guys. So let's quickly go to somebody who actually is currently trading. So this is good, guys. Look at this guy. 0.26 max drawdown, as a follower of 11 people. Total fund currently is at $619,000. Total funds of followers that is following this particular provider right now. It's $619,000, right? Plus, right? And the chart is looking good. Let's quickly check this guy out. Most likely than not, I know it might be somebody new. Let's quickly see. So if I click on his name, Luminous Flame, I can see his balance. So this guy is an elite trader. Can we see? I can see his balance. I can see his profit. I can see the number of days he has spent on the platform. I can see his drawdown. I can see his profit factor. I can see everything. I can see everything currently. So this guy is, currently, this guy is looking good with a $25,000 in his balance. That is his own capital, not the capital that is following him, his own money that he's using to trade. Now, if you have $100 in your account or $200, you can't follow this kind of person. All right, you can't follow this guy. You cannot follow this guy. And the reason is simple. The reason is because his capital is very large. People that should follow this guy, people that have $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in their account. right? And looking at his drawdown, looking at his current trades and everything, it's looking very good. He trades gold, a little bit of NASDAQ, and majorly Euro USD. No wonder his drawdown is that's why his max drawdown is very low. He trades more of currencies than gold, than any other thing. Even gold is just about 29.59%. About 30% of his trades are gold, but majorly his major trades are on Euro USD. Now, this is just one person. You can check a whole lot of people on the platform, and if you don't know what to do, reach out to your account manager to help you out. They have the hack to these things. They have the hack to these things. So you don't need to disturb yourself and start cracking. You don't need to do it alone. Just reach out to them. They will be able to put you through on the ones that are very, very good, very, very profitable, give you options that are very, very good, that they themselves have tried out. They have people who are on it, and they have, very good testimonies from these guys, and they can tell you, okay, follow this person, and they can give you options, and then you choose from those options based on these parameters. But the major thing, like I told you, is the drawdown. Make sure that you are very, very cautious of the drawdown, and always have your risk management. If I'm going to follow this guy, for example, where is he? If I need to follow this guy, for example, once I want to follow him, and I click on copy now, for example, you can see, let's go down, 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 down. You can see risk management. Here, I need to put in how much I want to risk of my money, which means once that particular amount is, it takes me out, my other capital is secured. All right, so that makes me to rest easy. I'm busy, I'm doing whatever. I know that my capital is, to a large extent, is secured, at least according to what I have, what I have put there to risk. So what this means is that you can actually follow a provider and then still secure some part of your funds. So you don't need to be the one trading it, no. And if you don't know how to go about this, you don't know what percentage of your capital to secure that, because you cannot just secure. You can say, oh, I don't want to risk more than 5%. It has stick and carrot. There are ways to look at it. If you reach too little, you'll be taken out too fast. If you reach too much, so that you have to balance it, and the only way to balance it is to ask for help. And this is the reason why I'm still saying ask your account managers for help. Ask them for help. They are very, very experienced in these things, and they know how to, they know what to advise, they know what to tell you based on your capital and based on what you're looking at. What I like to do is to copy like 2-3 people at the same time, and then, spread my risk around those people and see how far I can go. This was the same thing that, I did. I showed us my account. I did, some weeks ago, that flipped my account from $100 to, I think I was able to make a total of $300 eventually on that trade, on that activity, on that experiment. All right, so guys, try it out. Don't do it in isolation. Carry your account manager along and let me know what the feedback is, and let them know what the feedback is. You don't need to let me know. Let them know what the feedback is. All right. Now, very fast, I want to ask, is there any question based on what we've done so far so good today before we call it a day? Any question based on what we've looked at so far so good today? So quick update, Euro USD has taken us out at a minus $1.48, which is fair. We're still waiting for gold to get to that point. We're waiting for USD JPY, and we're also waiting for Euro JPY, right? So let's see what we are able to make from those ones. But Euro USD has actually taken us out. There's been a complete reversal on that trade. Even though I know that this eventually might still go down, because looking at it right now, there's a massive rejection around that region. So it's possible, there's every possibility that price is still going to be going to our direction. You see, it's very annoying, but we accept our loss, we move on, and we look at making it back another time. You can't do revenge trading. Remember, I talked about this last week. You can't say, oh, because it took you out too early, you jump in again. No. If you trade like that way, you are not going to be accountable. At the same time, you are just going to be trading based on luck, and your emotions would really, really be affected. And before you know it, you already have issues. So do you have any questions based on what we've said so far? I can see somebody. All right, somebody is saying, can I close a trade from my end if I am copying someone? Yes, you can, but it's not advisable. If you must close the trade from your end, you must first of all unsubscribe from the person you are following. All right. If you must close the trade from your end. So it's not as if when you are seeing profit, you just close. No, it's not advisable because it's going to be messing with the algorithm of the copy platform. All right. So what you want to do is if you need to close the trade in profit, maybe it's in profit and you want to close it, and maybe you can go to the platform where you can go to your platform and then unsubscribe from the person totally. And then when you're unsubscribing, you will see a place where they will tell you to close all. Just click on close all, unsubscribe. It will close everything on your platform. And then you need to go back to go and check if truly it's closed, because sometimes there could be a glitch where it's not properly closed. So maybe one or two are still opening, or maybe before you close the trade, a new trade was taken. You can close those ones by yourself since you have subscribed. All right. So the same way the same way you subscribe, the same way you will subscribe. But remember, guys, any question, any difficulty, at any point you have technical issues, you don't know how to unsubscribe, you don't know how to, please reach out to your account manager. They are going to be helping you. All right. So, but the same way you subscribe is the same way you unsubscribe. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All right. I hope I was able to answer that. Guys, I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has been in the house. I can see Aisha Joseph. Thank you so much for joining us from Telegram, and you don't have an account manager yet. You don't know who your account manager is. You don't know how to go about your account. You don't know how to go about making money on the copy platform. Please drop a comment for me on Telegram under the post, and somebody's going to be reaching out to you. An EBC representative is going to be reaching out to you. All right. So make sure you do that so that you can get the full benefits of being on the platform. I want to say a very big thank you to Pastor Celestine Bassi for being in the house. I want to say a very big thank you to my able representative, my able colleague and representative of EBC. She's also an account manager. Chisom, I see you. Thank you so much. I also see Mr. John Aderomo. Thank you so much, Mr. John. My Oga at the top, Mr. Jonathan. Linda, I see you. Thank you so much. Magzi, I see you. Midwest Felix, I see you. I see you. I see you. Midwest Felix, my spirit is telling me to tell you that we need to do great things together. Please reach out to your account manager. All right, reach out to your account manager. I think we need to do some great things together, this year. Let's see how we can actually partner up. And not just Midwest Felix, everybody. Everybody, let's see how we can partner up this year to actually expand our ground here in Nigeria, here in Africa. Let's begin to have some partnered influenced seminars and webinars and physical events all across Nigeria. So if you have the resources, if you have the platform, reach out to us. Let's see how we can work together. There's a lot of benefits, guys. There's a lot of benefits. So you can just look out to your account manager. And then once you qualify, once we look at all the platforms you have and we see that, okay, there's a lot of benefit for this, for you, majorly, not for the broker, for you, in terms of rebates, CIP structures, and a lot of other things, then we're going to see how we can actually support and come in to actually make it a reality. Miracle, I see you. Thank you so much for being in the house. Nancy B, I see you. Mr. Gilbert, I greet you especially. Mr. Olutayo Bakari, thank you so much. Puleng, I see you. I see you. All right. I can see another very amiable representative of EBC. She's also an account manager. Faith in the house. Thank you so much, Faith. I also see Sophia. Thank you so much, Sophia. Solomon, I see you. Susan, I see you. Tarella, I see you. Victoria. If this is Victoria, I don't know who's this. I don't know if this is Victoria, isn't it? But if this is Victoria, isn't it? Then I also want to actually say to everyone that this is also an account manager, one of the representatives of EBC. She's also an account manager. Please, let's make sure to always reach out to our account managers. Okay, I see Wise Maloba. This is the first time I'm saying Wise. I think you're a first time comer. Thank you so much. I also see Timmy. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Remember, guys, this week, Wednesday, we're going to be meeting again for another 30 minutes to 1 hour section to look at the market life. I'm also going to be reviewing some of the trades we took today and see what happened in those trades and see how we can make it better. And of course, like I said, by next month, we're going to be doing a major campaign on the copy trading, and not just the copy trading. I'm also looking at partnering up with a lot of us who have been joining this program and who have the resources and the platform to actually push us beyond just the online space to getting to know people, see people physically, and let them experience this world-class service that we're also offering here. I'm going to be seeing us on Wednesday. Let's have a fantastic, profitable day ahead. I can see some comments already. Let me quickly see. Is there any question here? Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's have a wonderful one and a fun-filled day ahead.